Hello and welcome back to Mr. Moser's temporary classroom away from Viewlands Elementary. I'm so happy that you are watching this video with me today, so thank you for growing your brain. You are awesome. Today we are going to read another book about cause and effect. Yesterday we read If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, and we talked about what might happen after we give a mouse a cookie. And today we're going to get to read another story about taking a mouse to school. But first, we need to place where we are on the mood meter. So, when we look at the mood meter, we see that all of these different colors represent emotions and feelings that we all have. Every single person that you know has all of these emotions, and sometimes people feel mostly yellow and happy. Sometimes people might feel kind of blue and sad. Sometimes people feel red, they feel angry, and sometimes people are calm, ready to learn, which would put you in the green zone. So when I think about how I feel today, I've had a really good day. I got to go outside and move my body around. I got work done. I had a healthy meal. So I'm feeling pretty good today. I'm in the yellow zone. I'm also excited because I have made a special dessert for tonight. After I eat my dinner, I get to have some pie. So I'm pretty excited about that. Now I want to know what zone you're in today. So take a moment to think to yourself and then say the sentence, today I'm in the zone of whatever zone you're in. For instance, you might say, today I'm in the green zone, or today I'm in the red zone. You go ahead and take a turn now. Today I'm in the zone. Now that we've plotted ourselves on the mood meter, we get to move on to our story, If You Take a Mouse to School. Oh my goodness, this is another story about cause and effect. That means that we think about things that happen and then what happened after that. So in this story, we're going to be thinking about the things that this mouse does or wants to do and how it affects other people or other animals. Let's see how that goes. If You Take a Mouse to School by Laura Numeroff, illustrated by Felicia Bond. If you take a mouse to school. I see here in this other cover page, we have our boy getting ready. I see the mouse also seems to be getting ready. I'm making a connection. What do you see on the boy's pajamas? Does that maybe make you think of another story that we read? If you take a mouse to school. He'll ask you for your lunchbox. When you give him your lunchbox, he'll want a sandwich and a snack for later. Then he'll need a notebook and some pencils. He'll probably want to share your backpack too. When you get to school, he'll put his things in your locker and take a look around. Wow, I certainly want to take a look around this classroom. Can you see the mouse? Where's our buddy? I see him. He might do a little math and spell a word or two. Whoa, he's spelling some really big words like onomatopoeia, precocious, adrenaline, mercurial, insidious, and verisimilitude. Wow, Mr. Moser's even having trouble reading some of those big words. He'll even try a science experiment. Whoa, he tried a science experiment. What was the effect? What happened? It made a mess. Then he'll need to wash up. You'll have to take him to the bathroom. Once he's nice and clean, oh, here's our little mouse. He'll be ready for his lunch. On the way to the lunchroom, he'll see some building blocks. He'll build a little mouse house. Wow, what a fun house. It looks like our boy, the boy that is kind of the main character throughout both of the stories that we've read, he seems to be really helpful to this mouse. I think this boy is a good friend. Do you think this boy is a good friend? What makes him a good friend? And make some furniture out of clay. Look at that, that's so cool. Then he'll need some books for his bookshelf. He'll start by writing one of his own, so he'll need a lot of paper. What do you think a mouse might write a book about? He'll probably use up all your pencils. When he's finished, he'll want to read his book to you. Then he'll want to take it home, so he'll put it in your lunchbox and tuck it in a safe place. He's tucking the lunchbox away in a safe place. When the bell rings, he'll run out to wait for the bus. While he's waiting, he'll play a quick game of soccer. Then he'll ask you to shoot a few baskets and do a little skateboarding. Whoa, look at him. When he stops to catch his breath, he'll want to eat his snack. So he'll ask you for your lunchbox. Uh-oh, the mouse looks worried. Why do you think he is worried? And chances are, if he asks you for your lunchbox, you'll have to take him back to school. Oh. He finally found his lunchbox. So, my friends, a lot of things happened in this story today that were a result of a cause. Something happened, and then that led to something else. So, let's just flip through the book and find one example of cause and effect today. When I look at this page right here, I remember this is when the mouse wanted to try a science experiment. But what happened when he had his science experiment? Did it go well? Did he get a little bit messy? Do you remember what happened after the mouse got messy? He did the science experiment, which led him to get messy. Then what happened? Then he'll need to wash up. That's a perfect example of cause and effect. So, in this small example that we just looked at, the cause was that the mouse got a little bit messy, right? I'm going to try to draw a picture of a mouse. It's probably not going to be the most perfect. It doesn't need to be. That's okay. This is just a quick sketch. So our mouse, that's my mouse. Our mouse, he got really messy, okay? So let's pretend he got messy maybe on his face, and this is a mess, okay? So we're going to write mess. Our mouse, he got messy. Then, what did he do? needed to clean up. So when we have a mess, we then clean up. Here's our mouse. He's getting all clean. Now he's ready to move on. So, one example of cause and effect in this story was when the mouse wanted to do a science experiment and it got kind of messy. Then he needed to clean himself up. What are some other examples of cause and effect that you recognized in this story? Take a moment to think about that. And then I'd like you to think of a time where you saw cause and effect in your own life. A time where I saw cause and effect was I got to have a really yummy lunch. Today I had macaroni and cheese, and it made me happy. So I was happy because I got to eat a good lunch. Another way that we can think about cause and effect is I ate a good lunch and so I was happy. See how both of those things, they kind of relate to one another? Kind of like how we talk about making a connection. When we talk about cause and effect, we're thinking about how two different things relate to one another. So, what's an example of cause and effect in your life? Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. And tomorrow we'll get to read the final example of If You Give a Mouse a Cookie series, If You Give a Dog a Donut. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye, friends.